Hey, good morning, guys. This is Stephen Howard. My dog Yucca. Hi, Yucca. Rio's in the bedroom with Lori, and we're having kind of a Saturday morning on Tuesday. Um, we're just resting today and staying around here. I might do some chainsaw work. It's a beautiful, beautiful bluebird day outside. I don't know if a camera will do. Yeah, there you go. Montana blue skies. Beautiful outside. This camera is amazing. This is my new phone, and it does things that I've never seen a phone camera do like that. So, the new Samsungs are incredible phones. They have a deal where it's free if you switch over to T-Mobile. Ask for the S23, and they can give it to you for free right now. Probably all the way through tax season, I imagine. Anyway, I'm out here at the off grid cabin, and what we've been discussing this morning is amazing. We're talking a lot about like karma, and we're talking a lot about destiny and staying on path versus doing things that are low vibration, and just kind of getting down the parameters, the basics, going back to basics. So, we all go through spiritual awakening. We think we're, grand masters or Jedi or whatever, but we can always go back and just kind of go over the curriculum. Without being real religious, it's kind of along the lines of the seven deadly sins. And I think that, if you study those things and you do realize the difference between right and wrong. I was listening to a comedian recently, and he said, you know why psychopaths are running the world? Because they have no problem killing us nice people. And so I think that's a real, like, cut and dry way to look at things, but I can tell you that we're all on journey. We're all in an awakening process. We all have different times of that awakening. It might have happened to you yesterday, where your life is devastated. You're in the dark night of the soul, your family and friends, you're exiled. You go through a year and a half or 2 years of that. You come out of that, and then people start to kind of like respect or like appreciate the efforts that you put into healing oneself. And I think that's an important step. Is you're going to go through the dark night of the soul. You're going to go through the stuff that really hurts. You're going to go through the thoughts of suicide. You're going to go through the pain of dealing with karma that was built up your whole life and your past lives. And it's going to be awful. And you're going to feel depressed and sad. And you're going to be in your truck up in the mountains trying to figure shit out and crying really, really hard. And then all of a sudden, it's like the clouds part and there's a rainbow and the sun comes out, and you realize that, hey, I still have a life left, and I still have stuff that I could do, and I still have meaning and purpose, and I still have people that I could help, and I still have all of these things that's the journey, that's the path. So when you're going through that, and then you realize that, then all of a sudden it's like, wow, there's an open road in front of me, and I have an unlimited amount of gas. And you are able to start striving and achieving your goals. The depression starts to go away without pharmaceuticals. You're able to have pride and boundaries and self-assurance, and not be so easily crumbled by each and everything and person and whatever. And you end up looking like a warrior. People are all, wow, he's not affected by that, or that didn't affect him. And then they try to affect you. and they're trying to affect you. And then there's a bunch of people that are trying other stuff, and there's people that are unhealed that have grudges and they still remember the old shit that everybody did, and they're still caught up in all that. And before they go to bed at night, they're all, remember when so and so did this and then so and so did that and blah 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 blah, and remember, and they're living in the past. They're not living in the present or the future. So at this point I'm kind of channeling what I've been getting, and that is, you're either on path doing the stuff that you're supposed to do, or you're wallowing in all the things and all the people and all the events and all the stuff and all the this and that, and then you're worried about the future. How's it going to be because this happened and that happened and and you're not in the present moment, so you're not looking at the future in the right perspective. So, without being preachy today, gosh, my guides are preachy today. When you make a divine guided direction, take that trajectory almost like a compass bearing. Okay, that's north. Okay? And when the devil or temptation or whatever tries to tell you that's south, you got the compass bearing. You wrote it down. It's right there. It's north. It's not what they're saying. And so instead of getting misguided and thrown off a path, you're like, no, I took a compass bearing long ago. And you guys can't tell me that north is south now, because I know where north is and I'm headed there. So that's basically the gist of it. Stay on path, stay on course, take your bearing in your dark night of the soul, and then don't go back there. It's really easy. If you decide you want to go back, you're going to incorporate all the mistakes and all of the karma and all of the stuff that happened before. It's not going to get easier. It's going to get harder. And then if you stay on that course on north, it's going to get hard. It's going to snow. It's going to get in your way. There's going to be a lot of mountains to cover. But you're getting somewhere. And eventually there's a lake, and there's a cabin, and there's a river, and there's, mountains full of animals and food, and there's prosperity and abundance and wonderful things and love of your life. You get everything. You get the entire package. And you're like, wow, how did this all happen? Well, because you didn't go back south, or you didn't go back to temptation, or you didn't go back into the things that were causing you pain to begin with. So, I hope for you guys to see what's happening this summer. We're going to be doing a lot of kayaking, paddleboarding. Hopefully my back can take it. I've been through major nerve damage with my left leg and lower back pain, and I can barely sleep at night sometimes. But I'm still here doing it, and I'm still here waking up every day and still on path and still working it out, no matter how hard it gets. So I love you guys. I hope you got the divinely guided message. It was kind of wrapped in there today. A river runs through it, just turned 30 years old, so please watch River Runs Through It. Just read an article on the father who was the preacher who played Norman McLean's father. And I have a good friend of mine up here that is a river guide, and he's good friends with Norman McLean. When I believe Norman's still alive, I'm not sure. But anyway, River Runs Through It turns 30, and the guys are getting older. And definitely give that movie a watch. It has a lot of good points in it. And gotta love Montana. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a great day. See ya.